my channel, and today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done before. I thought I will go through all the new releases that I'm looking forward to, but instead of doing it seasonally, I've decided I'm going to do it monthly, just because there's a very good chance that new books will get my attention and then they won't be in the video that I've just filmed. Today I'm going to do my January most anticipated reads. I am filming this in December, but it probably won't get uploaded until January, just because I do have planned videos. Some of these that I've mentioned I have pre-ordered, some of them I haven't yet, just because I haven't had the money to do it. Also, I'll just mention that I use iMovie to edit my movies, and on iMovie you can't put pictures up, you can only put videos. So I'm going to have to try and work a way around that. If something appears here, you know, I've fixed the problem and I know what to do. If there's no picture, then I apologise for that. But the first book that I'm looking forward to is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I'm mostly excited about this just because it's a sci-fi novel. Like I've mentioned before, I haven't read much sci-fi, even though I'm a huge fan of things like Doctor Who, Star Trek and Star Wars. And it also does sound quite interesting. What I believe is about a planet and it's ruled by two different families, or there's two like main families and they're fighting. And then a girl from one family and a boy from one family meets and they kind of go off on an adventure. That's what I've taken out from it. But I've never read anything by Veronica Roth. I'm not one of those people who've read Divergent. I haven't even seen the films. So it'll be interesting to go into this book as my first experience with the author. But then also after pre-ordering it, I've read an article about how there are certain major problems with them. I'm not going to go into it too much detail in this. I'll probably go into it more in my review of the book if I end up doing one, just because I don't want to put people off the book. I want people to form their own judgments. But yeah, so that book's been pre-ordered, and as you can probably guess, it's out in January. Another book I'm looking forward to is A Shadow Bright and Burning, and that's by Jessica Clues, I believe. What got me interested about this is that it's about a female sorcerer, and she's the first female sorcerer, I can't say that word, the first female sorcerer in ages. So she's a bit scared about coming out, about showing her powers, but when she does come out, instead of people going against her, she's invited by the royal family to come and be trained as their royal sorcerer, which I think is really interesting. And also it's set in Victorian London. That's what I've heard. So Victorian London, I think that will be pretty interesting, especially since I've just read a book set in Victorian London, and that was A Sealed Letter by Emma Donoghue. But I think fantasy set in Victorian London, that is the right thing for me. I love my historic novels, I love my fantasy fiction. So putting the two together and let it be based in an area that I know a lot of, I am so excited for. That has definitely been pre-ordered, as you can probably tell by the way I'm going on about it. And I'm so excited for this book and I just can't wait to give it a read. I'm also really excited for Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. But I'm so excited about this because it's set in a circus. I don't generally like real circuses just because I have a fear of clowns, which probably sounds stupid, but I am a huge fan of the night circus, and apparently if you're a fan of the night circus, you're very likely to like Caraval. I don't know much about the exact plot. I believe it follows two sisters and they get tickets to this Caraval, and one of the sisters goes missing and she has to find her, and she finds out things about this circus that are not very good. But I think with this one, I think it's a bit like going in blind a bit, so I can't wait to give that a read. And also the cover, if you've seen the cover, it looks so pretty. Another book is one that I've recently found out about, and that's The One Memory of Flora Banks, and that's by Emily Barr. Now I believe this is her debut novel, and I'll just get out my little sampler I had. This is my sampler I got with my Illuminacrate box in November. It has the first two chapters, and I read these first two chapters and I was like, I want more, I want more. It basically follows a girl who I believe had a brain tumour, and when she got it taken out, she can only remember what happened before. After that, she has trouble remembering things, so she has to write stuff down in her hands and stuff like that. And the main reason why I want to read it is because the main character, Flora, this is something I've never read about before, and it seems really interesting, and she seems like she's going to be a totally different main character than I have ever read before. So that's one reason why I can't wait to read it. Second is that it just seems like it's something that's going to get me hooked. And the thing that had me hooked was the back of this, because I'll read it for you. Darling, you are Flora Banks. You are 17 years old. When you were 10, a tumour grew in your brain and surgeons took it out. Part of your memory went with it. When you are confused, you look at your hand when you write your notes. These are the clues you leave to remind yourself of what is going on. You remember us and your best friend Paige and other people you knew before you were 10. New people you forget. You'll never live anywhere but here because this is the only place in which you're safe. You will always live with us and we will always look after you and you will be fine. We will always make sure you have everything you need. Love, Mum. Then underneath there's a big note, can I trust Mum? So that makes me think that something's going to happen in here that turns out there's another reason as to why she's forgetting everything. And I just think it would be really interesting and quite different as well. So I can't wait for this, and this has been pre-ordered as well. The next book I'm really excited for is Roseblood by A.G. Howard. The reason why I'm so excited about this book is that I've heard it's a retelling of Phantom of the Opera. Now, I haven't read the original book, but I have seen the musical. I am a big fan of was it the 25th anniversary and they recorded it? I just fell in love with it. I would love to see it live, but I think reading a retelling of it would be really interesting. And I think I might try and read the original book as well after I've read the retelling. But I'm also excited for this as in 2016 I got really into fairy tale retellings. So like A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. So I think getting into retellings of other novels would be really, really cool. This one hasn't been pre-ordered yet. I don't know whether to just wait until I pop into Waterstones and just pick it up then. Yeah, I can't wait. That's all the books that I'm interested in reading in January, and I can't wait to give them all a read. I just hope they all get delivered on a day that I'm in, because we currently can't get into our post box. So if the post office leaves me a "we've been here" reminder, I won't be able to get it, and then I won't get my book because it'll be sent back to Book Depository if I don't collect it in 18 days. So I either have to make sure I'm in when it comes or get the post box sorted out very, very fast. But yeah, what books are you interested in reading in January? Are there other books you think might be interesting that I've missed off this list? And as usual, there's my Twitter, Goodreads and Instagram to follow. I'm now on Snapchat as well. All the links are down below. And I will see you later. Bye!